What's up, you damn degenerates? It's your boy Twade Latte. Overs are making me money.com is probably going to be my new tag. Here with Joey Work. What's up, my man?
What's going on, Twatty? Happy to be back for another Between the Seams. We hit
We're, sorry, Joe. Yeah, we're about 11-ish, I'm going with, episode 11, so we're trucking right along. And we're looking at the 18th slate today. Again, obviously you guys follow us, but make sure you follow us over on Twitter as well. I think that's probably the only place you guys don't follow us. But I got a lot of plays. What about you, Joey?
Yeah, I got about 2-3 that I'm looking at for sure.
Sweet. I mean, I'm going to have one official. And by the way, the overs came in again tonight, so I'll be throwing $20 on each over. I mean, it's nothing, but till it loses, we're going to keep riding it. So, all right, well, let's just jump right into it. I think I pretty much got all the numbers in by now, so we should be able to run right through this. You ready, my friend?
I'm ready, yep.
All right, big slate. So let's go. First game, we're going to go Rockies. This is a 3-10 game. We got the Rockies at the Astros. We got Sensatella against Greinke. Colorado's plus 185. The comeback's 204 for the Astros. Over-under is 9.5. Greinke's, it seems to me like he's crafty, but he seems to be throwing slower and slower and slower each outing, I should say. I don't hate the $1.85 you're going to give me on the Rockies here. The Astros can mash, so it's hard for me to pick against the Astros, but I would have a lean to those Rockies at plus 185. You got anything?
Yeah, Sensatella's a guy with good road numbers. He gave up 5 run last time, but he was at home versus the D-backs. His first 3 starts, 2 of 3 were on the road, 17 innings pitched, 5 earned, 14 Ks. I think he should be solid here. Greinke has been solid to date until last time out. He gave up 5 earned versus Arizona, the same Arizona team. Brantley got added to the DL, which hurts. I do lean. My look is under here, under first 5, and you can get that at about minus 120. That's just a lean.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got really nothing on that either. Nice little pitching matchup here. Padres, Rangers. This is a 4:05, so a day game. Let's see. The Padres are 130. Comeback for Texas plus 120. Over/under is nice and low at 8.5. That's about right, I would say, with these two pitchers. Now, obviously, Padres are going off tonight. I'm the type that likes to ride the hot bats. But after one game, I'm not willing to do it. We'll see how they progress over the next couple of days. But I think that the total is about right. I would say that money line's probably about right. So I got nothing on this. You got anything?
Yeah, so Minor only tossed 76 pitches last Tuesday as the Rangers want to try to decrease his workload. That was his best start of the season, yep. But he only pitched 4 innings. So yep. I personally don't really like this spot for Minor. So I was showing Paddock or Patino starting for San Diego. So,
yeah, I got Paddock.
Yeah, so I definitely lean San Diego first 5, but the number's probably a little too juicy for me, and I'm off the full game.
Okay, nice. All right, we got another 4-10 start here. The Giants-Angels. We got Trevor Cahill going against Dylan Bundy. Wow, that's a big number. San Fran plus 208. The comeback is minus 230. Bundy getting tons of respect.
Wow.
I got to put respect on Bundy's name. So we got 9.5 is the total. I got nothing on this. The main reason I think you probably got something on this, don't you? You got anything?
Yeah, definitely like Bundy here, but I didn't realize the number was that high.
230.
And I'm not showing. Yeah,
dude, that can't even be right.
I mean,
can't even be right.
So Cahill looked okay his last start. He only pitched an inning and 2/3. He did give up 4 walks and 2 Ks. I do expect him to pitch maybe 3 innings here, but the Giants bullpen, so it's going to be essentially a bullpen game for them, and they are really second worst in baseball. ERA 6.52, worst xFIP in baseball. Do I think Dylan Bundy has outperformed himself this year? Yes, but do I want to back him here? Probably. He does look like Cy Young candidate to date. 35 Ks in 28 innings, only giving up 5 earned and 3 walks. The Angels lineup is getting better now that they're almost all healthy, But at this number, that's a little crazy for me.
That is wild. I mean, 230. I mean, that's a Yankees or a Dodgers That's not an Angels.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so here a play, little contrarian play. You could probably nab San Fran plus 2.5 and get it at like minus 125. Start with a 2.5 run lead in this game. That may not even be enough, but that wouldn't be a terrible look. Take 2.5 with the Giants.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can get
making
them
it.
right.
Yeah.
So you could get them at plus 1.5, plus 110. So that number is probably about what you said. Is right.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe minus 120, minus 130 for the plus 2.5. It's a thought. All right, so at that number, I can't see either one of us making a play there. Damn.
No.
Okay, so let's move on to the 6:10 game. We got Athletics, D-backs. We got Houston at Oakland at minus 146. The comeback is plus 134 with Arizona. Over under 9. I don't have that as an official play. It's Montas against Weaver, so we got some decent pitchers on the mound, but that seems low. These two teams can really hit. I would probably lean. I'd probably lean over that 9, but nothing official. You got anything?
Yeah. So Montas was scratched from his last start with back tightness. He hasn't started in basically 10 days. Oh, there's just a home run for Kike Hernandez. Dodgers up by 3. Let's go.
It's a nice live play that Joey gave.
Yep. So he hasn't started in 10 days. He looks impressive this year. 23 innings, 22 Ks, 4 earned. Now, Luke Weaver is not really someone I'm trying to back. He's looked pretty damn bad. 13 innings in 4 starts and only pitched 4 innings once. He's given up 18 earned runs, has 7 walks. I definitely with you. I probably lean over, but I'm off this one.
Okay. Next game is a game I'm actually on. I gave it away like on the show. We got Carrasco and the Indians, Brubaker and the Pirates. The Indians are minus 195. Pirates are plus 177. The over/under is 8.5. I took the Indians first 5 spread, so 0.5 at minus 138. So this is a situation that I've killed with in the past. A first 5 with the better offense and the better starting pitcher in less than 130 is a no-brainer. I take it blindly. It killed last year for me. Now I'm having to go to 138, and I actually think it may even have moved since I gave it. But I'm willing to go to 138 instead of my 130, which I normally do. But yeah, I like that spot. Cleveland first 5. Spread minus 138. Again, better offense, better starter. You got to take it. What do you got?
Yeah, so I really like Carrasco. He did stutter last time out in 4 innings versus the Cubbies. He'd walked 5 people. Previously, he walked 4 people. So last 2 games, he walked 9 people total. This guy strikes a lot of people out, but he needs to limit the walks. This will be Brubaker's second start this year. He wasn't impressive in his first MLB start against the Twins. 3 earned on 4 hits, 2 walks. So previously he had 5 innings out of the bullpen with no earns. At this price, I'm probably off this game.
Yeah, I think maybe part of Cookie Carrasco's problem is, he didn't pitch last year. So he's probably still working through, finding the strike zone. He's only pitched, like 4 starts this year. I think he'll probably get better with that. And that's the Pirates are a good team to get right against. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so let's move on to the Rays, Yanks. We got Tanaka and Snell. This is a 7:05. Tampa's a slight favorite at minus 113. The comeback's plus 105 for the Yanks. And we got a total of 8. Sounds about right with these two on the mound. Obviously, I think we got a little bit better pitcher in Snell. We got a better offense in the Yanks. The total sounds, I'd say that sounds about right. So I got nothing. You got anything in this?
Yeah, so I was looking at I'm trying to find first half. I'm trying to find money line on Tampa here. So, Snell has slowly pitched better and better. He hasn't given up a run in his last 8 innings, has 11 Ks. He'll probably only pitch about 5, but this Yankees lineup is hurt.
Yeah, big time.
So I'm leaning. I really like Yankees team total under first 5 here. If we're hanging like a 2.5, it's probably about 2.5 because the under over is 4.5 first 5. Tanaka's looked good, 2.31 ERA. He pitched 5 innings versus the same Tampa Bay team last time out. Only 1 hit, 5 Ks. So I definitely lean under first 5 at that 4.5 price point. And I also lean under Yankees team total first 5 because I do think Snell shuts this Yankee lineup. If they throw anything out, what they threw out today, I will definitely take under team total first 5 for the Yankees.
Yeah, they definitely overachieved today. It was actually a good call by JJ. JJ even mentioned to me last night in the chat that sometimes those Yankee lineups that don't look good hit, and they actually hit today. Anyway, let's move on to 7:10. We got the Nats Braves. We got Voth. We got Tomlin, Austin Voth, Josh Tomlin. Close to a pick'em type game. We got Washington at plus 112. The comeback for Atlanta's minus 121. Over under 10. Look at my notes. I got nothing on this. You got anything?
Yeah, so Voth has looked okay. 14 innings, 5 earned, 9 Ks. Last time out, he struggled versus the Mets a little bit. Previously, he pitched 5 scoreless against Baltimore, 5 Ks. So, and then Tomlin, I expect an inning or 2 max from him, but the Braves bullpen's numbers are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Don't forget the Braves are missing Acuna and Albies.
Yep.
So my official play on the spreadsheet is first 5 under 5.5 here at minus 105, and you can get that at DraftKings.
Nice. All right, so that's an official play for our man Joey. Okay, sweet. I don't have anything on the Mets Marlins actually. Do you got anything? I mean, I got Lopez against Peterson, but I don't have any numbers.
Yeah, so mine's showing Peterson versus Mejia. So Mejia, if possibly, he'll be making his major league debut, or he made his major league debut last time out against this same Mets team. He only pitched 2 1/3, gave up a homer, had 6 Ks. So he looked really good previously, but the highest level he ever played was single A ball. And then they promoted him all the way to the pros, and then he pitched 2 1/3. So I do expect if he starts maybe 3 innings again, he's a big strikeout guy. So, and then Peterson, he left his last start due to shoulder soreness. He has pitched pretty well, but he doesn't strike out many guys. He has he's pitched 21 2/3 innings, and his ERA is pretty decent. So, I mean, I'm off this game, but yeah, it's hard to read. It's going to be basically a bullpen game for Miami again. So I definitely lean Mets, but I'm off this one.
Yeah, and I didn't have the numbers on it, so I didn't cap it. Okay, so let's move on to the Mariners Dodgers. We got Marco Gonzalez, Tony Gosselin for the Dodgers. Seattle plus 226. The comeback's minus 253 for the Dodgers. Over under set at 9.5. I would like the Dodgers team total over here. It's probably going to be at 4.5. I don't have it yet, but I can't do it as a favorite at home. We're probably going to limit ourselves to 8 at bats. It's still tempting because they should get to Marco Gonzalez. So I'd probably have a lean at their team total. Again, I don't have it yet, but it'd probably be 4.5. Not giving it as official play because you try to stay off of team totals with home favorites because you lose that at bat. So, but that definitely is a hard lean for me. You got anything?
Yeah, I mean, I can't back the Dodgers with Gosselin on the hill at this price. Marco has pitched against the hurt Angels lineup, Texas and Houston. He gave up 13 runs in 22 2/3. He does have 17 Ks, but not really a pitcher I want to back, especially versus the Dodgers. So I'm off this one.
Yep. Here's the game I'm on. So we got Phillies Red Sox. We got Zach Eflin against Zach Godley. 2 Zachs on the mound. We got the Phillies at minus 116. Comeback Boston plus 107. A lot of runs. Big total 10.5. I'm going to take the Phillies money line here. Guy Godley is terrible. The Phillies can hit. Eflin, if you look at his numbers, they're a little sneaky. Like last outing, he pitched really, really well. I think he got hit up a little later in his outing, but he pitched really well. He was hitting like 96 on the gun. He had big overhand curveball he was placing. I think the Phillies are just frankly a better team, and I think they got the better pitcher. Offenses are pretty close. I'll lay that little bit of juice at minus 115. I'll take the Phillies money line.
Yeah, I like that look. Eflin pitched against the Yankees and the Orioles last time out. His second start, he had 10 Ks. He did give up 4 earned in 6 innings. Godley got absolutely smashed the last time out. He gave up, I think, 8 earned versus the Rays. He hasn't pitched more than 5 innings all year, so we're going to go to the shitty Boston bullpen early. My look was Philly team total over. The number's at 5.5 right now, and you can get that at -105. But I definitely agree with you. Philly paying a short price of -125 isn't a bad look either.
Okay, so you got a -125.
Yeah, that's what mine's showing right now.
Yeah, so see, mine's moved. So killing the lines, that's for sure. Anyway, it happens. So you got the Orioles and the Blue Jays. You got Pearson against LeBlanc. It's another one that's shocking to me. Toronto -138, LeBlanc's +127, and the Orioles, the over-under is 9.5. I mean, to me, I'm completely fading away LeBlanc here. He's one of the worst pitchers in baseball. I'll go ahead and lay the 138. I'll lay that all day on the Blue Jays. So my play is going to be Blue Jays -138 money line. What do you got?
Yeah, I like that. Pearson was really good in the minors. It hasn't fully came over here to the bigs. But in 12 and a third inning, he gave up 7 earned, 11 Ks. He looked bad last time out versus the Marlins, but I definitely expect a bounce back here. And LeBlanc, 7.13 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, not someone I'm trying to back. The Orioles bats have been alive, but I'd definitely rather take Pearson. Maybe look for Toronto first 5 -0.5. But essentially, I'm off this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Orioles, I rode for, I think it was like 4 straight nights, and they cashed the team totals for me. So I bet them tonight, gave that play out. They didn't cash, of course, so I'm off them. I'll ride a team until they stop hitting. They stopped hitting tonight. So that doesn't mean they're not going to pick it back up tomorrow. Who knows? But, I'm going to ride the streak until it stops, and it stopped tonight. I think they got 2 runs tonight. So I'm off them for at least the moment. Here's another game I'm on. I gotta love the spot. You got the Reds Royals, Castilla against Keller. Money line is -156 for the Reds, +143 for the Royals. The total is 8.5. Again, this brings me back to the what I made a killing with last year, and that's the better pitcher, better offense, first 5 under 130, and this qualifies. So we definitely have the better starter. Okay, the better offense, I don't know. It could be debated. I do think that the Reds probably have a little bit better offense, and I can get this a first 5 for less than 130. I'm in. So what I have is Reds first 5 spread -120. Love that play. I will almost blindly take that if I have the better offense, better pitcher, less than 130. So I'm on it. You got anything?
So I think we had this same discussion when we did this show last week. It was Castillo versus Keller. You gave me the same argument, first 5. And I said I was on Kansas City first 5. Kansas City at the dog price was up 1-0 after the first 5.
How about that?
Again, honestly, Keller has looked – I like both these starters. Keller has looked really good this year. He's pitched 5 scoreless, followed by 6 scoreless last time out. So since the same matchup was last week, Cincy versus KC, Keller versus Castillo. He has 10 Ks in 11 innings, 5 walks. Castillo has looked all right, but I'm not sure ace-worthy as of right now.
I agree.
Depending on the price, what can I get Kansas City first 5 at?
I don't have it. I have the Reds first 5.
Yeah.
So I imagine
plus 138. I was
going to say 135. Yeah.
Yeah, it went down. It was I probably got it like 155 last week. So market has adjusted a little bit. If I could get up to 150, I probably will back KC first 5.
Yeah, excuse me, frankly, last year, Castilla was a murderer for me in this scenario. Every time I took him first 5, he won, literally every time. He's not the same pitcher he was last year. He's still dominant, but like Joey just said, he's not really a Cy Young candidate yet. Last year, he was. I still think, he's a good pitcher, and I still like my spot. But yeah, he's not the same pitcher he was last year, that's for sure. Okay, so let's move on to the 8-10 game. We got Brewers Twins. Corbin Burns finally getting in the lineup there in the start as one of the 5 starters against Kenta Maeda. We got 143 for Milwaukee, plus 143 to comebacks, minus 155 for Minnesota. The over-under is 9. I got nothing in this. You got anything?
Yeah, I mean, 3 of Burns' 4 appearances this season have came in the bullpen, so he only started 1 game. He's basically walking a guy per inning. It's not really someone I want to back until I get more more starts out of him. Mineta just got a win Wednesday versus the same Brewers team. He did allow 2 runs, 5 hits, and a walk while striking out 5 and 6 2/3. I do expect some of the same from Kenta here. I'm just not sure what I'll get out of Burns. So, yeah, I have a lean towards Minnesota first 5, but I'm off this one.
Yeah, I would lean Minnesota first 5 or full game. I have a hard time laying 155 on a full game. So if you do, like Joey was saying, you cut that down to the first 5, you get that number a little less. That's probably the way I would lean as well. So moving on, we get the Tigers, White Sox. In who, in what, or what is a Tyreek Skobal? Well, let me tell you about Tyreek Skobal. We did some research, Joey and I. This guy, man, I'll tell you what. Look, his whip has been around 1 everywhere he's been for the last 3 to 4 years. I mean, this guy had a season of 122 strikeouts or 122 innings, 180 strikeouts. So another season, 80 innings pitched, 97 strikeouts. How about this one? 42 innings, 82 strikeouts. I mean, that's basically 2 an inning. So clearly this guy has the stuff, and really you would need the stuff to go against this lineup. I mean, the White Sox are freaking loaded. This lineup against a rookie pitcher, normally I'd be, I'll lay it. But clearly this guy has the stuff to at least, confuse you for the first, 4 or 5 innings. Especially, clearly, these guys have never seen him. So he's going against Cease. Let's go to the money. Detroit's plus 157. The White Sox are minus 171. We got a total of 9. I would normally, a rookie against this White Sox line, I'd normally be all over the White Sox. But I want no parts of this. You got anything?
Yeah, so basically, Skubal isn't expected to throw more than 50 pitches, so that's kind of scaring me off. He has a 48.2% strikeout rate in 9 starts at Double-A. He only pitched in Double-A last year, so obviously he skipped Triple-A, but that doesn't really mean much. He does. So I read that when he got drafted, he dropped a couple spots because he had problems with the control. It looks like he's worked on that, and he's definitely improving. I definitely expect some nerves here, being his first professional start. So he might walk some people. The Tigers' pen is mediocre this year. Dylan Cease, he had 0 walks last time out versus the same Detroit team. He did give up 5 runs, but only 1 earned. He has been better than expected. I wouldn't be surprised if he pitched good again here. So I lean toward the White Sox, but I'm probably off.
Okay. All right. Well, let's wrap it up here with a Ponce de Leon sighting. Ponce de Leon. Now, I have Yu Darvish. Do you have Yu Darvish?
Yeah, I got Darvish.
Okay, so we got the Cards and Cubs. We got Ponce de Leon, Danielle Ponce de Leon against Yu Darvish. St. Louis plus 164. The comeback for the Cubs is minus 178. I don't have a total in this. You got a total?
No, I don't have any lines.
You got nothing. Yeah. Until I get more info with the run line and the total, I'm probably off of it. You got anything?
I mean, just based on these starters, Ponce de Leon is not someone I like to back, especially now versus Cubs team.
Looking out on a limb there.
Yeah. Yu has looked really good after his first start of the year. He struggled, but otherwise his last 3 starts, 20 innings, 2 earned, 22 Ks. Depending on the price, I'll look at Chicago first 5 minus a half. Okay.
All right. Well, boys and girls, I think that's all we got for you. We are on again tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have some winners to talk about from tonight. But again, I know you guys are all subscribers. So just if you haven't followed us on Twitter yet, follow us on Twitter. Follow Joey on Twitter. I'm at Twate Latte on Twitter. Joe, you got anything?
Hey, shout out to chat, though. We're doing this live, so we got to say hello to our followers. Willie Parker. JJ, Maxwell, Mark, John Lynch in the house, Angel. Thanks. Y2 DMB fam. Thanks for showing up, guys. Freddie Krueger, Hey Swaz, Millennium Goddess, Yo Dude. Appreciate you guys all for showing up, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, I got to get. I got to do that pop-up chat. Otherwise, I would have been communicating with them the whole time. I didn't have that up. So some learning curves on my end. So next time I'll have the pop-up chat so I can kind of communicate with you guys as we go. But that's all we got. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll check you guys out tomorrow. See ya.
Good night, people.